This is another randomly difficult question, kind of in the middle, easy section of this no calculator section. So it's just annoying, but kind of just like with number one, we do have a process here. So there are faster ways of answering this question than the way that I'm about to show you, but the way I'm going to show you works for all sorts of questions that look like this. So it's got a benefit of being reusable. All right, so here's what I see. Anytime we've got a question where they're dealing with part of a circle, that's what I call a part over whole question. All right. So what we want to do is we want to get back to basics, because every time it's a part of a circle, we're basically going to make fractions that relate the part of the circle that we have with the whole circle. Okay, so that's why they're called part over whole. It's not a clever name. Part over whole. So let me show you what I mean. We're told a couple things. We're told that x is 100. So there's a part of a circle that we're asked to care about. So that's going to be on the top of a fraction, 100 degrees. So if 100 degrees is the part of the circle, what is the whole number of degrees in a circle that corresponds to that, right? So the whole number of degrees in a circle, that is something we need to know, is 360 degrees. So that's what I mean. We've got a part over whole. We're basically turning this chunk of the circle into a fraction. And we're almost always going to have multiple fractions that we're going to set equal to each other. So in this case, they do tell us one other thing, that ADC, this arc right here, is 5 pi. So again, we've got a part. The part is 5 pi. And I want to make sure I'm comparing that to the whole, whatever aspect that may be. In this case, if part of the way around is 5 pi, the whole way around, well, we know that term, that is the circumference, okay? So we're looking for the circumference. Now there's a short way to do it, but I like this way because it's consistent. And what we do when we have this is we basically just end up multiplying. Now unfortunately I don't have a calculator here, so I don't really want to do 360 times 5 if I can avoid it. So this is where comfort with fractions is your best friend. I want to reduce the big numbers. Let's make them smaller. So 100 divided by 360, that I can cross out those zeros. And I'm left with 10 over 36. Okay? Well, I know that 2 goes into both those numbers. So 2 goes into 10 5 times, 2 goes into 36 18 times. So to rewrite what I've got, now I've got 5 over 18 is equal to 5 pi over c. And now it's super easy, right? If 5 is on the top, then 18's got to be on the bottom. So the circumference of the circle is 18 pi, right? We need the pi on both as well. But, of course, and this is what makes it hard, they don't want the circumference. They want the length of ABC. So that's this other chunk of the circle, the other part. And the other way to get this would have been to go directly at that, but I skipped it on purpose. I think that this is safer. So here's kind of what I do is I just say, all right, well, if 18 pi is the whole way round, then the blue is what I'm looking for. That's what do they say? A, B, C. So I need to subtract out what I had originally, which is ADC. So if I remove the half that, or the part that I had to start, I'd get the part that's left over. That shouldn't be that tough to understand. So 18 pi minus 5 pi is 13 pi, which is the correct answer. So this is annoying, but like I said, this is at least a consistent kind of question. The SAT likes to do this thing with circles where they like ask about a piece of it. And the consistent way to get those right is to think in terms of these part over whole fractions. So anytime you see a picture or read a question that's talking about a piece of a circle, the first thing you should do is write part over whole on your page. Let that be your guide and then start filling things in. And even if you didn't know what you were doing to start, you'll at least have a plan and the work will come together, and some easy multiplication should get you the actual answer.